What's up, fam? It's Lone Wolf here, LW Auto. So today, got a new car. God bless me, so it was good. Birthday just passed. I had a guy who sold me a Jeep. If you look in my video history, it's my first documented video on the channel. And well, working today, so I already started, but I'm messing with this here the last day. So today I'll teach you guys how to do a window regulator in a 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. So first things first, alright? You have a screw there, which is a Torx. Let me take a look at it. I got it out with a T25. Just an impact. Don't impact it back in. I just took it out. But you got a Phillips screw. When I got it, there was some caps and hardware off that he saved there. So I'll kind of put it back together and show you guys how to do them. I've actually only done, I think, probably a handful of these, like 4 or 5 of them, but they're not too bad. Dude, I bought it from Tape the Window Up, so we're just gonna kind of go through it. I just decided to do a video today, why not? But we took out a plug here, plug for the mirror. So we're working now on these little bars. So get these out. It's gonna be kind of hard to hold the camera too, but a lot of times you can do these by hand. Sometimes you can't if they're really in there. So one thing I'll recommend about doing window regulators on cars like this, don't break any plastic hardware. It's just Jeeps and Hondas and Nissans and whatever you work on. I had Infinities as well, where sometimes these clips will break and you're headed off to the junkyard and it's not something you're going to want. So we're going to move on to what tools we need here. So obviously we're going to need a 10mm here. I'm going to grab some tools out the back so we're not shuffling through stuff. But hope y'all are well and had a good Easter. It was a good one for me. Let's grab some sockets. My birthday was the day after Easter this year, so it was really good. I ended up getting the Jeep, but they had some people of mine, some family stop by, say hello. Girlfriend's family dropped by and gave me some brownies and a card, some thoughtful words. I was pretty happy about it. I'm not used to that type of stuff, so it resonated with me there. So there we go. The way you get this out to unclip, you have to pull up on the door. It's the angle of the bars that makes the most importance here. So once that's out of the way, you can pop it out. So you can see you can tip the door up a little bit and it takes the weight off of it. So what you're trying to do is scoot that thing out of there. They can be hard, dude. They can be really tough to get out. You can angle that back side up, but you want to have it so it's kind of free floating in there. The angle of this bar is what makes the most difference here. So you're just trying to squeeze it out of that clip. It's just a pain. Sometimes you can use a pick. I don't do this all the time, but sometimes you can use a pick on it. So this is off topic here, but I did want to state that I also finished. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the second bar, but it's off topic here. But I did want to state that I finished my second book. The door off, and somebody already took the weather. It's actually like a waterproof trim. I usually just tear them out and throw them away anyway. A lot of people might smack me on the head with a stick for that, but You know what it is. I just don't like having them. Well, on some cars. Certain ones, I just peel them. What I usually do, okay, if I'm working on a customer's car, not my own, is take a razor blade around the outside and peel it and just set it somewhere that's not in the car. The reason is because this adhesive, it will stick to your carpets, it will stick to your seats, it will stick to everything, dude. So if you get that on something, good luck getting it out, and you're gonna have like a lot of stains all over your car. So screwdriver on the speaker, so the speaker allows you to kind of get some room in there. So something I would recommend. So I hurt like a son of a gun. So what can I say? What can I say? So a happy Easter. I hope everybody got to enjoy their family. My worst enemy is the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. I don't like either of them. Just for all y'all that want to get to know me, I don't like Santa Claus. I don't like Easter Bunny. I believe in reading the Bible. I believe in doing all that good stuff. So I believe it brings people together. Helps people answer questions themselves and gives people direction. One thing is, you do an Easter egg hunt, you don't really got much direction, you're just running around looking for eggs. And I know people say, it's for the kids. And okay, maybe there's a certain level of people that just decide to do it, but it ain't really for me. So I'm gonna go grab something. I'm starting to bleed a bit here, so give me a second. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna remove all four of these screws from this speaker. So a lot of people will agree that this job isn't the most fun job, although I will tell you that Jeeps are not that hard to work on. I actually enjoy working on them. Okay, so let me see. Maybe a pick will do. I usually use a screwdriver for this, but pry this out. Okay. Pull this forward. See the plug in there. I need to see if I can. This is where my thumbs get cut. Sometimes I'm kind of a fool about this, but oh, there it goes. Yikes. You have harnesses that are connected, of course, but you loosen these three. Any of them that can shift upwards like this, you loosen any of them that can shift, but these two have to come out. So these two are the mounts. These two, they shift up and down. So loosen these up. Yep. I got a weird neighbor that just walked by me, so. Loosen this one up. Down below. It's been a while since I've done one of these too, so. So you can see we're loose in there right now. So I'm gonna turn on the light. If we look up in here, what do you see? You see those pins that are connected there? That pin right there, it doesn't work by bolts with the clips. It works where a general window would bolt in, where you'd have two bolts to your retaining clips. It uses two like U-type clips, so it's different than a regular one. So you can see the other one up in there. Not very well, so. Okay. Got another. I'm gonna reach up in there with a pick. There we go. Got it. Okay. Yep. The bolt pattern's off on it, so it's no good. Things wound up in there, so we're probably just gonna take clips and order a new one. Hey fam, what's up? So I found a window regulator, and I'm gonna tell you something. So I think it's anything that's maybe for May or March of 2000, in the 99 2000 era. I found you have to get these from the store. You might be able to get them online. I didn't really see it. It's kind of a gamble just because it's the 2099. It falls on this weird kind of crossover year. So I got this one from AutoZone for about, I think it was $71, but I had a little bit of credit for my return. They give you hardware and your clips, new clips in there, so totally worth it. I had one left in stock here in town, so I ended up picking it up. So I bolted the panel back on for a day. I'm gonna pull it off and kind of go over how to install this. I already did the uninstall, but I'm gonna teach you how to do the install on the new one. So before you put this in, you want to take your existing clips that came with it, pop them out, save on the floor there, one on the bottom. These are a pain to get out. There we go. Okay. Slide our motor in. Go to 3 spots here. So we're gonna angle this one. Let's get this lined up like here. So the motor sits in there. That lets us know where it's supposed to sit. When it comes to the plug, send your plug through this hole, okay? Now you know you're in the right spot. So just came with new hardware. Okay, hand through the speaker hole. Yeah, thread. The nuts on for the motor first. The reason is you have some room to kind of shift around in there if you need to, but freaking butterfingers today, man. So, alright, so now we've got this in place. What we're going to do first is get our tracks lined up. There. So you can see the bottom right there. And we're going to line it up so it sits right where it's supposed to. So the first thing I'd recommend is get your bottom one in down there. This is important because we get the position of the rail in there. And what we're going to do is drop the window lower onto the tracks. The reason is because the way the window was sitting with it uninstalled was up, so the cable was extended. And you're going to do it where you really don't have to worry too much. So you have to drop the window down into the bracket. We'll just hand tighten all these, okay? Let's look here. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Taking the switch out for this one. Oh, we lost one. That's okay. We'll grab them in a second. So in order to get that out, you have to pick that up and slide it out of there. So let's get all of our little hardware pieces out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good. So Okay. So for the back, it needs to be plugged in. So plug that in there. Next step, put your key in there. So that goes up. Pull this around the other side of the bracket, okay? Let's see if we can go up. Kind of see where that lines up there, okay? You can kind of see it's almost there. So we're going to drop this down so it fits in a position that we can get that clip and that clip really easy, but we have to balance the window down. You can see where the window has that little clip in there. It has to ride down and sit right in that hole right there, and then we drop a clip in it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to untape the window and bring it down. Once we have it on the track, then we're going to tighten up and put it back together. So it really isn't too bad. One thing I'm mad about is the guy took duct tape to it, so there's a bunch of adhesive and crap on it. If it were me, I would have just probably put it up and then go in there. I don't know what the situation was with the window, so he probably had to move it up by hand and tape it. I don't really know. So I'll probably be using a razor blade on this, just heads up. So now the tape's off, it'll free fall, okay? So we're gonna lower this down. You see how it's about right there, okay? So you gotta keep a hand on the window like this. I'm gonna slide a clip in there and see if we can get it in. Gotta be careful with it, dude. Drop it down, push it in. You can see right through there, maybe. That side's in too. Okay, we're in. Now, this part can be kind of tricky. I'm going to see if I can set this in here so it'll balance and film it. If I can, I don't really know. So, you want to get it right there. Okay, there we go. Snap, snap, okay? And you can turn off your car too while you're doing this. I don't think you can see this side, so I'm going to switch you. Okay. Here we are. That's in there pretty good. Okay. Double clip. We're in there. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure our window is all the way up, all the way down. Yep. We're set. Now we're going to start bolting stuff back together here. First things first, we're going to bolt down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So, tighten them up. That one's good too. Alright, we're good. Now, Okay, keys are out. Now we need to unplug our switch here. Freaking duct tape. Unplug. This one here. Tab in the back. Okay, we're good. Put that in there along with our myriad of tools. That might be good. So, put this in. Lift your up there. Go in this way. Okay. Before we put the door back in, okay? Broken. Broken. Good. 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 Broken. Good. Good. Broken. See, look. Broken. You want to make sure you don't stick a good clip in a broken spot. Something I can advocate for you here. So you can see here you have one that's good. Good. Broken. Well, that's a good spot, so who knows what happened there, but might just leave that in there for now. So I have to get new clips for it. Go in reverse order, okay? I don't know what that's about. So you're gonna go in reverse order when you put this back in. So plug for the speaker, faces towards the front, okay? Drop that in there. Power mirror. First things first, alright? Power mirror. Clip, okay? So, next, do a clip, okay? Run the bottom clip to the outside. Drop that in. Seat it. Same at the top. You gotta kind of manipulate the door a little bit, that's fine. Good, okay? So we got this one in, everything's plugged in, okay? Now, to get this back in here, you can see where those line up there. We're gonna watch for that one, okay? And that bottom one up and in. Once you get the door back in, make sure that it rides underneath the window seal here, okay? So, put the top one in, alright, tightened up. Got the T25 on there, tighten them up good. Alright, yo, so that is it. That's it for the window motor. You can see fully reinstalled, all the way down, all the way up. We have enough clips in the door that it'll hold, but we're gonna get replacements. So your last little thing, don't forget your little clip. So we're good to go. So that's how you replace the window motor in these things. It's really straightforward. Just make sure when you insert, you go this way and then you flip it up so the rails are going up and down. Drop your window down about halfway and insert your clips so you're not fighting it up top. Okay, y'all, so tools I use for this job, okay? We've got a set of needle nose, a ratchet or electric ratchet. I use, well, either one. A T25 socket. Get an extension, small extension, various extensions, 10 millimeter. A pick comes in handy, and your parts dish, of course. So that's kind of all it for it. So I'm going to jump into it. I just finished the job. I do it in reverse order. So after I finish the job, I drop the tool list. Let's go.